Alright, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to do something a little bit different. Today's video, I'm going to try to do like a trick progression, just kind of how you can build upon one trick to help you learn new tricks, and kind of, even if it's not necessarily like your end goal, maybe for example, today we're going to do half cab no slide and just kind of like work our way up to kind of show you like the variation of tricks you can learn and kind of like my thought process on how I learn tricks. And for example, like even though maybe like half cab no slide 270 shove isn't your favorite trick, but by learning that trick, it helps you get more comfortable with half cab no slides and just like flipping and spinning out of the trick. And so kind of want to work to show like how you can like do different iterations of one trick to maybe help you get to your end goal, even if it's like maybe for example like you don't even want to do a half cab in, maybe you just want to do like a no slide. For example, like no slide kickflip, I almost feel like half cab no slide kickflip is easier because you're kind of like coming into it, by half cabbing in, you're kind of like throwing your weight, and it kind of helps you get that like scooping motion out for like the switch flip or nollie flip, however you want to think about it. And so today I kind of want to break that down and just go through, like I said, a couple different iterations and kind of like my thought process and like why I like chose the tricks I chose to help push to different like variations of half cab no slide. And I'll throw in some videos of like some of the half cab no slide tricks I've done, as well as like the ones I'll do today and tomorrow, and kind of just go from there. I kind of broke this up into 2 days. It's actually the second day. Yesterday I did majority of tricks I wanted to, just not nearly as cleanly as I'd like. So I'm going to try to work on them again today. And then kind of, yeah, like I said, I'll put them all together in kind of like a compilation and kind of like work it in iterations. And then I'll probably end up doing like voiceover, like talking over some of it, kind of like my just thought process and like why I chose the tricks I chose. I'm just rambling now. Yeah, but that's what the video is going to be today. I'll put it in some warm up, of course, just some like tricks. If I get anything better, I'll obviously throw it in, but we'll kind of see how it goes. All right, let's get to it. So I got a fairly decent warm up in. My backsmiths and frontsmiths need some work, but that's for a different day, I guess. The whole purpose of today is to do the half cab no slide, like kind of progression. So I'm gonna start doing those now. I'll probably film like a couple from different angles just to kind of showcase the trick, and then kind of like do iterations up to what I believe to be more difficult tricks and like variations, and we'll kind of go from there. I'll probably like talk over the clips quite a bit. So yeah, let's get it going.
Alright, first half cab no slide, let's see how it goes. Alright, fairly decent. I feel like I kind of caught on the ledge a little bit. You can kind of see as I'm like spinning out. And there we go, it kind of stuck. So, if I remember correctly, the next clip is some wax, which I think is super important, because if your like ledge isn't sliding well, obviously you're not going to be able to do your tricks. So kind of like always trust yourself. If you need to wax it, then for sure wax it. There's no need to like waste time. A bit better. I kind of like slipped out of that one. You can see all my weight was on my back foot, so I mean, you kind of have to adjust to like once you wax something, you kind of have to play around with it until it starts to work out. That one was alright. You can see they're not perfect. I mean, this is kind of the point of like warming up your tricks before you start to do something a bit harder. Um, they weren't great, but as you start to do it, they get better, and then you can kind of work into flipping out or doing whatever, some different variations. A bit better to manual for some reason, a little weird. Again, a little bit gross, but it's kind of why we practice before we start. Better, not great, but better. That was pretty solid. There we go. A little bit better of a pop out.
There you go. I feel like I actually kind of popped out of that one. I kind of feel like I got enough half cab no slides to be fully transparent. Ooh, they weren't great. I kind of feel like I was sticking coming off the end. I got a few where I popped out kind of well, but for the sake of like the video, I'm gonna keep going on to like the next iteration, I guess. And I guess I'm gonna do half cab no slide 270 just because it kind of feels good right now. And then yeah, we'll go from there.
So there's like a piece of advice that I think is kind of worth saying. Ooh, I like that spin. But whatever tricks are feeling good, go for it, because sometimes, although like you really want to kickflip out, but like kickflip out's not kind of working. So I think but if you feel like a different trick is working, kind of explore that option, because then you might at least get something rather than nothing. And sometimes it's not always worse. Oh my goodness. Sometimes it's not worth forcing a trick. If it's not working, then maybe try something else that is, and another trick that you might like. So I think that's kind of an important piece of advice, or just kind of like when skating, play around with what you're trying, because you never know what's going to end up working that day. First one pulled, a little bit sketchy, so we keep on trying. A bit better. I tic-tac, but for the sake of the video and just kind of showcasing the idea of like trick progressions, we'll keep it. We'll move on to half cab no slide 270 shove. This one's a bit easier for me, and I think this is like a really important stepping stone for like no slide tricks, because with half cab in, your weight's already wanting to spin out. So all you really have to do like a 270 shove out is just kind of give it a little bit of a shove and just jump. And I feel like the trick kind of just works like by itself. And so I think that's like a really good one to learn for half cab no slide variations. I think it's like really beneficial and will help you kind of build a bag of tricks. I'm a little bit behind, but I think for this trick, half cab no slide to crook, just playing around on the ledge and like setting your board on the ledge and then moving to crook is pretty important, because it kind of helps you with that motion. There I go again, kind of reiterating like how important it is to like wax the ledge. If you feel like it's sticking, you're probably right. So there's no reason to not wax it. You know what I mean? You don't want to like waste some good attempts just because the ledge was sticky. There we go, first try, finally got into crook. It took a little while, but made it work. Yikes.
Damn. Got a little sketchy. Very sketchy, actually, not a little bit. Very.
Yeah, very. All good though. I think this is actually the second day. Same clothes, different hat. But yeah, we pulled it. It wasn't great, but I think this day, as you can kind of see, the tries are already looking a bit better. And I think that really is because the first day I spent doing the first like 2 or 3 iterations of like this trick, and like really worked on getting these tricks better. Yeah, we pulled it better than the day before, but not great still.
But it felt so bad. We're running it back. I don't like that.
And then kind of a flop. So I feel like skateboarding kind of comes and goes in iterations and like windows, you know? Oh, I wasn't happy with that one.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's there though. Like I'm actually like learning it, so run it back.
Yeah, so like I said, it comes and goes in windows. Like you'll have like 10 tries where like maybe I would get into the crook like every time. Yeah, that one felt really good. maybe you'll have like 10 tries where you get into the next iteration, the next trick, and you're so stoked and you think it's going super well. Wrong trick to me. Um, and then maybe you'll have another 10 tries that you're just flopping and you can't get into the crook or you can't flip out. But that's really okay, I think, because they'll come, they'll go. But by sticking with it and kind of working through those like periods of where it's not working, you'll learn the trick a lot better. And then not only will you learn a new trick or land a new trick, but you're also working on like the base trick. So in this case, half cab nose slides. I feel like by the end of these 2 days, my half cab nose slides were a lot more solid, which it just goes with practice. But if you're not doing a trick a lot, then you're not going to kind of improve on it. So I mean, it kind of makes sense.
Covering the bolts. No shot.
There we go.
My weight's too far back. That was almost it.
Better flip. Like I said, my weight was too far back. I think it's kind of sometimes important to talk to yourself when you're skating. I don't know, because you're kind of like working out what's going wrong with the trick, like in your head, and you're kind of like saying it out loud. Might actually kind of help you experiment and kind of like see what you're doing wrong and kind of reinforce like what you should probably be doing. So like on those 2 tries, like my weight was too far back. On the other try, my foot was too far on the bolts, so like you're not going to get a good flick out if that's the case. And so I think sometimes that can be really beneficial to like, you don't have to say it aloud, of course, but I think like talking and like working through it verbally can kind of help with like dissecting the trick a bit. Whoa, air ball. Just did 2 air balls in a row and then flipped it well, so I mean, it happens. Air ball again. Yuck. Next, please. Alright, there we go. I ended up pulling it a bit better. Not great, but overall I'm happy with the tricks I did. And yeah, that's it. So I guess I just wanted to kind of give my advice on learning some tricks and how it can help build upon different tricks. And yeah. So if you guys like this video, let me know. I want to do more, maybe with like 180 manual, because I really like that trick. But yeah, that's all we've got for today. So thank you guys for watching the video. Yeah, bye.